Okay.
You guys turn. You see 2 guards step out of a guard post. One guy saw you, and another guy steps out.
I'm looking for my mom, and Agnes starts running in the opposite direction.
They're going to try to grab you, so I need you to roll me,
gonna say
both
shoot
of you,
me.
if you're trying to escape, and you guys both roll me move, which is a body.
Shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, thank God I got a 6.
Not me.
Sorry, Agnes.
Okay. As these 2 guards rush forward, Hilde, one of them tries to grab for your arm, but you are just you slip your hand out easily and just scamper, and you just run off away from this. Agnes, you stand up and try to follow Hilde, but this guard, he runs up. He says, "Come here, scamp! Come here! No, you aren't going nowhere!" And you try to juke him, but then
I don't follow police orders.
but then he just grabs you by the arm. And he says, "Hey, stop!" And you turn and you see Hilde just run around the corner and gone.
I'm gonna bite him.
I love the concept of
you bite him on the arm, and he goes, "Ah!" And he just picks you up. The other guard grabs you, and they kind of just each grab you by an arm.
I want my mom. I want my
Kind of
mom.
suspend you. They're like, "Whoa, kid! All right, let's take her back to the office." And they both just
my mom.
cart you
Oh,
off.
my lawyer.
And they go inside the
played the
building
fifth.
with you. And Hilde, you
Wait, this isn't America.
run around the corner as Agnes, you are just dragged off into this facility. So
I've got rabies.
now,
Oh,
Shit.
yeah.
Shit.
Hilde, you are just running off. You are just going. Where are you going? Where are you going right now?
I'm just going after Wade. I'm following this tunnel.
Okay, you are just running. As you turn around, you actually no tunnel yet, but as you turn around the corner, about 50 feet down from your current position, you do see a tunnel, and you just see it descend into darkness and just goes straight. As you just see the last little bit of light of this armored truck just disappearing, you can just see Wade just plastered to the back, closing his eyes, and you see it just go into the darkness, and you can just hear the rumbling echoing on the walls of the concrete tunnel. But you can see him disappearing down the tunnel. You turn in around the corner, and you can see Agnes getting just taken away by these 2 guards, and they bring her inside a different building, and the door closes, and she's gone.
That's tough.
Agnes. I'm gonna look, and then I'm gonna keep following after Wade.
Okay. As you turn back around and just start running after Wade, you eventually you run behind this car as it goes into the tunnel. You follow along as this car. You're trying to keep up as best you can, but still kind of stay out of sight. The darkness is helping, but you're having to run pretty fast to keep up with this thing. It does stop every once in a while. You see there are a couple turns in this tunnel. You see there are a couple slopes, kind of on the sides. It looks like there's this kind of central tunnel, but then it ends up it twists and turns at some points, and there on the sides of the tunnel, at some points, there's kind of like little hatches or exit points you can see. But there's also these kind of slopes, these kind of little ramps or hills, where it looks like, and they've got these garage doors at the end of them, where it looks like there's offshoots to this tunnel. Like you could turn down one of the trucks, open the garage door, and then drive a truck into another space or another part. Where these tunnels lead to another part of the facility or something else entirely. But you follow along. It looks like these cars are pretty much sticking to the main tunnel, and you run along until eventually you see these cars take a left, and you kind of reach the edge and you kind of peer in. You can see a massive hangar, like an underground hangar, and you just see trucks parked here. You see massive armored vehicles. You see more of those black cars. And on the far right corner, as you look inside, you see just a row of magnetrine ships, all parked in docks. Some of them are on lifts. Some of them are just parked. And as you look, you see there's a massive opening on the far right side. And it is a hangar. As you just see, you hear as one of these ships powers up, and you can see the powerful magnets that are built into the base of this thing. You've flown on these many times. Your father works pretty much, he's the head of one of the biggest companies that deals with these machines. And you watch as the massive magnets power up on the bottom, and you can see the air start to vibrate from underneath them as these massive hulking metal vehicles start to rise into the sky, these ships. The magnets pulsing as they reflect off the Earth's natural magnetic field and push themselves into the air, weighing tons, but still able to hover and fly, as you see one of these massive blue metal ones just fly out the open hangar and into the sky. And you look to the side, and you can see the armored trucks have parked, and the officers, the people that were driving, the drivers get out, and you can see them start to walk away. And you can just see Wade is still plastered to the back of the car, but there are people walking around this hangar. This is a decently busy hangar. And there's like steam shooting out of some vents, and you can just hear mumbling and people talking and murmuring and moving all around this hangar. And it's super echoey in here. It's a big truck-in room. But you see Wade. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna try to get closer. I'm gonna avoid people, and I'm just gonna try to get under the nearest truck and just hide there. And I'm just gonna try to go between the different trucks, like going under, and just trying to stay hidden that way and try to make it over to Wade.
Okay. I'm gonna say it takes you a little bit, but you manage to kind of like you're smaller, so you're able to kind of get under cars, and you wait for people to pass by, and then you manage to like move under more of these trucks as much as you can. You have to hide behind some other ones, like the black cars, because they're a little too low to the ground. But the big trucks, you're able to kind of hide underneath, wait behind tires, people pass by, you sneak, and eventually you make your way. As you crawl under one last armored truck, you can see Wade just still like closing his eyes, gritting his teeth, just pressed against the back of this car.
I would have known that. Did I know that the truck stopped?
Okay, here's a question for you, Wade. You feel the truck stop. What do you do?
Yeah. I wait for like the people to like hear a door slam, like footsteps walk away.
You hear the doors open.
All that, and then
you hear boots.
I keep. Yep.
Your boots drop to the floor, and you hear people talking. You hear doors slam shut, and you hear people talking. And they seem to be moving away from you. You hear the voices start to move away, as you hear the two sets of doors slam, as all the people from these armored trucks get out and start to move away into the rest of. You look around, you can now see a massive metal hangar too, as you see a blue magnetron ship just take off out of the front of this hangar.
Let's go. Where the fuck? As I start like looking
as you're looking around, and suddenly you
the back of
as you're like looking around, you're like hop off. You just like look down, and you just see under one of these cars, Hilde, like right next to you. She's hiding under one of the cars.
Wait.
Hey, what's going? It's
Agnes. They took her. The guards. They got her. We fell at the bottom of the truck and.
Why'd you say something?
Hmm.
Never mind. I'm gonna look at the car that I was just in. The truck, rather, or on the behind. Or the door. I'm gonna like give a door a little like tug.
Do you try to open the door?
Yeah, I do.
The door opens, but it makes a noise.
I jump inside.
Hilde, you see Wade disappear inside one of these armored trucks. What do you do?
What's inside here?
Roll me a
It's just a
investigate.
guy.
Roll me an investigate.
Oh my god.
Sarah's just got her head in her
It's another 4 for investigate, so I fail.
You start scrambling, searching, but it looks like this truck is pretty much picked clean. The dash is clean. There's not much around. You can see it doesn't look like they left any documents around. You see the glove box, and you're about to reach for it when you hear voices getting close to the truck. And Hilde, you see two people coming. 2 of these officers, and one of them says, "Yeah, I left something in the truck." "Oh, it's in the glove box?" "Yeah, I just left just a box. I'll get it." And he starts to go to the passenger door, and you see a shadow start to move up the car next to you, Wade. What do you do?
I just like ducked down the back seat, like all the way down, like
You
face
throw
forward.
yourself into the back. And you hear the passenger door open as you see a shadow kind of move in. He says, and you hear the glove box click open. "Oh, there it is." Grabs it. "Can't leave the cigars." He closes it, slams the door shut. and he starts to walk away.
Very cringe.
As you are just holding yourself quietly in the back seat, you just hear a faint rumbling from next to you.
From next to me?
From, like, right next to your head.
I just, like, slowly turn my head.
You see a green metal cube that is just faintly rumbling next to you. It has a black screen on the side.
Stuff in the backpack. Just taking stuff in my backpack.
It's a big cube. It's like it's bigger than a basketball. Yeah, it is a big
cube.
Cube.
There was a little
No, it's a big
How
cube.
heavy is it?
You go to grab it, you kind of heft it. It's pretty heavy. It's probably about 100 pounds. So you try to like lift it. If you want to try to bench this thing, you can.
I'm like laying face down trying to pull. I can't really bench it currently.
Yeah, you can try to power lift it if you want.
What does it appear to be?
You don't know. If you want to try to make a check to see if you can figure out what this thing is, you
I would
can.
just like poke it. It's like a screen.
There's a black screen.
I'm gonna just like boop, touch the screen.
Okay. You poke it, and you see the screen light up. And you see Rick Senergi, your home for great energy. And you see like a little like pixel art of the world, and you see like a banner like swirling around it. As this like infographic starts playing, and it's like you see a person walking on the screen like, "Hi, my name is Bill Rick Senergi, and I built this company from the ground up. Now, you may be wondering, what do we here at Rick Senergi offer you, the consumer? Well, we offer you something that most people wouldn't." And he gestures, free, affordable energy. With our Magnetrine energy, we are creating the future today. And he gestures his hand. You see a bunch of like scientists behind him, all kind of like just like nodding their heads. And he says, at Rick Senergi, we are committed to quality. We are committed to you, the customer, and we're committed to this world, this planet. And we want to make the best everything that we can. And so, in the coming months and years, as we continue to develop our wonderful energy programs, we hope you all will stick with us as we show you, the world, and everyone just how great, free, affordable, and unlimited energy can be. As you see all the scientists start clapping, he says, "I'm Bill Rick Senergi, and this has been a Rick Senergi presentation." And he like winks at the camera and it cuts out.
Did I hear that at all?
Huh.
You heard a muffled TV announcement.
From the Rick Senergi.
Yeah, that's exactly.
The future of tomorrow.
What is going on in there?
And when that's done, I'm just gonna like slowly crawl backwards, like reach up for the door, and just like spill out the back of the side of the car.
Yeah, you managed to unbolt the back latch of the backs and like crawl the back, slam the door as quietly as you can, and then you get low next to
Slam the door as quietly as you can.
These doors don't really just close unless you want to like leave it open. If you want to close this right, you might have to slam just a little bit, like if you want to. Like you can get pretty close without slamming it, but you might have to slam just a little bit. That's the littlest amount. But these are big doors. These are big trucks. Yeah. But you do it as quietly as you can, and then throw yourself down next to Hilde.
Okay.
So Agnes was taken?
What were you doing in there? I heard something.
I was watching a presentation.
What?
What is that? I was in a green box. I don't know how it works. I wanted to steal it, but it was too big.
Okay. Yes, Agnes.
So, are we leaving Agnes for dead, or are we gonna go get her?
No, ideally not. We should go retrieve her, but I don't know how. There's so many people here. It's so big.
I mean, doesn't your dad know most of these people? Isn't that how it works? Isn't that how hyper business works? You know a lot of people?
So,
yes.
when is Mr. Klein gonna be here? He said he'd be here on time. Why isn't he here? You guys see workers starting to walk by, and you guys duck under the car and you watch. You see a couple sets of boots and footprints kind of walk by, or footsteps, and you see people kind of stop in front of the armored vehicles. You can see one of these guys from, like, Wade, right before, like, you ducked under it. You could see one of these guys is dressed a little bit differently. There's two dock workers, or kind of the hangar workers, it looks like, the guys that were in the trucks, or these officers or whatever, in kind of the brownish jumpsuits. And then there's this one guy in kind of this white lab coat like suit. It's kind of like a formal lab coat almost. It's interesting. You haven't really seen much like it. And you hear this is the guy who's talking. And he says, we have urgent matters to discuss with Lord Klein. Why isn't he here? And you see one of the guys, he kind of like bows his head and he says, very sorry, Doctor. It appears he had a vehicular accident at his home. He should be here as soon as he can, but he may have to be hospitalized. Gadzooks, are you kidding me? I've got board members to talk to. What am I supposed to tell him? He broke his leg? Get him in here. I'll do my best, sir, but you... What do we say here at Rick Senergi? What is our motto? If the leg's broken, you keep working. That's right. Get back in there, soldier. Yes, sir. And they both the workers just like nod their head. He's okay.
Working.
Yes, sir. They both just run off.
That's
gosh, I do all this work, and these people they just complain and whine. Even the rich ones. And he just starts walking up, just scoffing. Wait till the board members hear about this.
I thought you wanted to.
Well, we don't know
Agnes. We don't want to
is.
get too lost without Agnes. We might not
True.
be able to find her again.
Fuck.
Let's see. Maybe if
I
we
have no
took-
idea where we are, so like we could, like, you know where we came from, right?
Well, there's an awfully long tunnel.
Fuck
I
it,
don't know.
let's go down the tunnel.
We're going to get lost.
I mean, like, what other option do we have, though? It's either
True.
get lost trying to find Agnes, or we follow, Professor White Suit over there.
Let's find Agnes.
All right, fair enough. I'm like scooch out from our hiding spot, and okay, so what direction did you come from? Like that way? I think it was that way. And I'm just gonna point in the complete wrong direction.
Yeah, you point deeper into the hangar.
Yeah, like that way, right?
No, it was that way. And I'll point back down the tunnel.
Fuck. Yeah, I knew that. I was just testing you. Yeah. Just start walking down.
Yeah, you guys stealthily start making your way toward back the way, the front of the hangar where you came in, Hilde, where you came in on the truck, Wade, but you guys started making your way there.
Yeah.
Watching for dock workers. Hey everyone, it's Max. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. As always, you can support us the best by leaving us a review on iTunes or by sharing with a friend. We cannot wait to help spread this show around to the world and build the community, and I can't wait just hearing from everybody about what they like, what they enjoy about the show. I cannot wait. If you've noticed, you might have noticed Sarah's audio sounding just a little bit lower quality than it should be. But that's okay, don't worry, in a few episodes that will be fixed. Unfortunately, the noise suppressor we used for a couple set of episodes unfortunately messed up the audio, but thankfully we had the standard audio as backup. So thank goodness for that, but if you notice the slight drop in quality, do not worry, that will be back up to normal, high quality, high bar very soon. Shout out to Renee for listening to the show. Hope you like it. Hope you're enjoying. So glad you're listening. That is awesome. And wanted to give a big shout out to Epidemic Sound for providing the music for the show so far. Love Epidemic Sound. They are a website that provides high quality music. You can also get tons of sound effects. All of the sound effects and music you hear in the show are pretty much all provided by them. And something really cool I learned literally today as I'm recording this, I learned this. Turns out they're a Swedish company. Who knew? We're playing a Swedish-made game, and I'm getting my music from a Swedish-made producer. That's insane. I didn't even know. I just signed up for the thing because it sounded good, but look at that. That's pretty nice. That's pretty epic. So thank you, Epidemic Sound, and shout out to you. Tales from the Loop is made by Free League, and you can check them out at their website at freeleaguepublishing.com. They make all kinds of great games just like this one, and if you want to play along with us or try it for yourself, Free League is the place you can try all of these great games. So thank you, Free League. Our Patreon is up. It is still under construction, still in progress, but it is up, and it is there. It's been up for a little bit, but it's still a little wonky looking, but it's there. So we'll add stuff to that as we go, but it is there. Hooray, Patreon. Thanks, Patreon. We will be going, as I said before, we will be going weekly until the end of February, and then we will go back to our normal bi-weekly schedule. So we'll have weekly episodes every Tuesday up until the end of February, so episodes 1 through 11, and then we will go back to every other Tuesday, starting with episode 12. Next episode will be up January 18th, and enjoy the rest of the episode. See you all then.
So, like, your dad owns this place? It's like we're
As you guys are just walking, like sneaking, like hiding behind trucks, sneaking along walls.
No, he's in a business partnership with them. You see those big ships over there? That's what my dad makes.
Neat. So are they like robots? He just like stares off looking at us.
And wait, as you just like turn, you see a shadow just pass by you as you see a massive 20-foot tall robot just walk past you. This one is very similar in build to Optimus, but it is much larger. It is patterned green and white, and this one has arms. And as it just walks through, you see it grabbing crates and moving and loading them on as you see two more of these massive robots. I would like to point out
that Optimus also has arms.
Oh yeah, Optimus has arms too. But these got big loading arms.
He's
but
strong.
The main thing is that these guys are just big. They're very big. As they are loading these massive, you see there is a red and white one, and there's a purple and white one, and they're all loading crates onto these magnetrine ships. Which you see another one kind of rev up, the magnets kind of turn on, and as it's finished, as soon as it's finished loaded up, it just takes off out of the hangar, and then another one, a red one, this one more of a blocky square shape, kind of flies in like a cargo barge, and it lands. And you see stuff and dock workers and robots go up, and they start to unload it. As you guys see headlights coming down the tunnel toward you. You guys press yourselves up against the back, kind of crouch down as they race past. You guys keep going, and eventually you guys make your way to the exit point, the output of the tunnel. Where do you go from here?
I just look at Hilde. I'm like, I have no idea where we are, like at all.
Let's see. Need to retrace my steps. I'm just gonna go forward, I guess. I assume at some point we're gonna reach like a juncture.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to kind of retrace, I guess.
Are there any like maps on the
back
walls or anything that says like you are here?
How about this? Both of you roll me investigate mind checks.
bruh. Hey! 6.
Okay.
What is my... Oh, yes, my mind is kind of good.
Cannot relate. Wade's definitely a mouth breather.
Okay, I got a 6.
Okay. So you guys both succeeded. So what that means, if you succeed on investigate, you guys get to ask 2 of these questions. I'm going to give you guys the list. What is hidden here and where is it? What does it mean? What has happened here? How can I get into, out, or of past something? What threats can I perceive here? And where is it? I can send you guys the link or the list as a text if you guys want to have it. I'll put it in Tales from the Loop General. These are the questions you can ask. You get to pick 2.
Pick 2. Okay, let's see.
So we're gonna start with Wade. You said you're looking for a map. So what questions do you want to ask?
Where is it?
Okay. And your second question?
What does it mean?
Perfect. Okay. And then Hildegard, which ones do you want?
I'll do, how can I get out of, this tunnel, I guess. And then,
I'll say, you guys are at the exit.
Right.
I'll say you guys are at the exit of the tunnel. So you guys are at the outside of the tunnel. So if you want to use that to do something else, you can. You guys are now back in the main facility.
Wait, we're at went out of the hangar and we started at the tunnel, right?
No, you guys have made your way back down the tunnel. So you guys are out of the hangar. You guys are through the tunnel, and now you're back at the point where the facility and the trucks went into the tunnel, where you saw Wade disappearing into the tunnel.
Oh, we're already through the tunnel?
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't too hard. It wasn't. You guys are 2 small kids. There's big trucks. You guys would just duck down and kind of hide.
Oh, I thought we'd have to find our way, but okay.
The tunnel was pretty straight. It was you guys. The trucks seemed to stick pretty much to the straight. There was only kind of an L turn, but other than that, they kind of stuck to the main roads. So you guys are able to pretty quickly get out of there. But now that you're back in the facility, that's where you might need to use these checks.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. Okay.
Let's see. Well, I just want to find where, because I remember seeing Agnes get taken away. So
You did.
I'm just gonna look for the door where the guards took her through. So I'll do where is it, and what threats can I perceive here?
Perfect. All right, we'll do Wade first. Thank you, Hilde. So Wade, as you guys start moving out, you guys kind of spread out and start kind of searching, looking through alleyways. People are passing by, cars are going past. You see robots, many different shapes. You see these ones that look very much like just Optimus, multiple shapes and sizes and colors. But you guys start making your way through. You see a couple Magnetron ships actually fly overhead, and you guys duck down as there's massive shadows pass overhead. But you guys see a hubbub of activity here.
A hubbub.
You see actually a couple, as you guys kind of crouch behind a wall, you guys see a couple of these spider-like robots that are about 5 feet tall, just kind of scuttle past. They're being led by these guards in these red hazmat suits with black face shields, and these black guns. And they've got black gloves and boots, and just these black guns. And they're walking along, just kind of entouraging these spider bots, which are just scuttling along, and they go off to a side road. And it looks like another maybe exit point to the facility. But you guys keep going. You see what looks like a small transport ship take off from a top deck of one of these buildings. It looks like maybe this building has its own landing pad, as it just takes off and just shoots out of the facility, just flying out beyond the walls as you guys make your way. Wade, if you're going along, as you reach a junction, you can see on one wall, you find a map of the facility, kind of paste it to the wall, and you kind of inspect it, and you kind of get the general layout of this facility. So I'm going to tell you some big places on this. If you're ready to write this down?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a couple of... Okay. You now know the location of the main facility, the main Senergi facility. You know the location of the hangar. You know the location of the subsidiary building, the meeting area, the meeting space. You know the location of where the guard room is located based to the rest of the facility. You know the location of the equipment and weapons storage warehouse. You know the location of, the gravitron. Well, not the gravitron, but the cooling towers. They're kind of located dead center of this facility. And you kind of know where all these things are in relation to each other. And you also see one last thing, which is you see the location to the entrance to the gravitron, which is the last thing you see.
All right, sweet.
Oh, and it looks like I'm gonna say you also notice as you're inspecting this, because you found this map, you notice what looks like an additional exit in the back of the facility. Looks like it's mainly just an exit point. It's like a secondary exit. And you also notice what look like small service tunnels, which lead out of the facility. And they're in multiple places, and they're spread out. But you can see that these very clearly exist. Some of these are kind of in that tunnel where you guys were. That big concrete tunnel where the trucks went. There's some in there. It looks like they're kind of spread out through the facility, but there are some service tunnels that run through the facility. But that is what you find on the map.
Sweet.
So, Hilde, as Wade is just taking the time to inspect this map, you kind of round a corner and you see the location. You find the location where Agnes was taken. You can see the building. And as you're kind of scanning, looking for threats, you see in front of the door, kind of standing sentinel watch, you see an 8-foot tall, Optimus-esque red painted bot, which is just kind of just scanning back and forth. And you see it adjust its claws. Just turning back and forth as some of these, you see some of those workers in those brown jumpsuits. You see a couple more of those red hazmated suited individuals and a couple of the white, not as many, but a couple white lab coated scientists kind of walk past. But this robot is just being a sentry, just kind of watching, kind of guarding the door or building where Agnes is.
All right. They took her into that building right there, but we gotta find a way past that big boy.
I think their vision's based on movement, so if you don't move, it won't see you. It's like a T-Rex.
Are you sure? I don't think Optimus
almost
moves like that.
100% sure. Yeah. 98% sure.
Well, we can never be too careful. Let's think of another way.
As you guys are making this plan, I'll tell you one last thing is, Wade, you also look at the map. You can tell that this building, where it appears that Hilde has been taken, is the guard, kind of the guard facility here. It's kind of where
My
the
name
guards...
is Agnes, you bitch.
What'd I say?
All right.
No, we
so
swapped
there's a
places.
It's kind of the guard main little hub here. But we're gonna flip as you guys are making plans. We're gonna flip to Agnes.
Fair enough.
As Agnes is inside. Agnes, you are brought inside. These guys, you're just kicking your legs. You're dangling.
I want my lawyer.
They sit you down in a chair. They just sit you down in a chair. And he says, "All right now, Missy. You said your mom's here."
I've never had a vaccine in my life. I've got babies. I've got rabies. I'm feral. I'm rabbit.
Okay. We got a kid with potential rabies, and you see one of those red hazmat suit guys.
She takes an Alka-Seltzer out of her mouth and starts chewing on it. I got rabies.
He just says, "All right." He kind of holds up his hands for the guy to stand by.
That was a cyanide pill. I'm gonna die in 5 seconds.
Oh, good lord. Okay, kid. He's gonna look down. He says, "That is spit that out." He just starts smacking the back. Spit that out.
Don't hit me. That's child abuse.
What are you?
How dare you?
Where's your parent? Where are your parents?
How dare you do this? How dare you do this? My mama. They're dead.
Okay, get this kid out of here. Get him out of here.
I want my
Get him out.
mom.
You see,
Give me my mom.
more guards come in. My mom's gone. She's dead. Bring me my mom.
I was supposed to bring her lunch today, and then you killed her.
He says, okay, kid. Okay, somebody get this kid to a hospital. Looks like her nose is broken, too. And he's, like, talking to some of the guards.
My nose isn't
they're kinda
broken. I
nodding their
fixed
heads.
it.
My
My mom. She works here.
They pick you up.
She's in the chemistry department. She's a doctor. She can fix it.
And they just
It's take your child to work day.
they just start dragging you into the building.
I'm going to bite these two motherfuckers again.
You're trying to bite them. Roll me if you want to try to bite them. Roll me a move check. I'm gonna say.
Oh no. 6. Yay.
Okay. You bite one of them real good, and he goes ah, and he kind of drops you. Now you're kind of just dangling from one arm like a monkey.
I want to punch
Like
the
an
other
ape.
one in the crotch.
You go to punch the other one in the crotch, but he catches your arm.
Shit.
And they grapple you back. The one
I'll
guy's
kill
just
you.
holding his hands, and he's just like
Kill
crying. He's
you.
like, "Oh, that hurt!" And they
I'll
just
kill
he's just,
you.
Hey, come on,
kill
man.
you.
And they
I'll
just
kill
start
you.
start dragging you out. Let's get this kid to somewhere where we can secure them for now. They're
I'll kill you.
gonna leave.
Let me go. Let me go. This is abuse.
As you're kicking, they take a little bit of time
My
to kind
lawyers
of
will hear about this.
secure you.
I have any right. I have right. I have rights.
They call.
I have a
they
single
call,
right, and that is to
they-
be here.
Yeah, you ran. They're just like but eventually they do take you.
No,
They take you up. They take you upstairs.
I'll break your nose.
And they kind of bring you to a room, and you are kind of left there with some guards at the door, and eventually doctors arrive.
I know what you do
You
here.
see them like talking through the windows, and you see the guy that you found him, and the kind of guard. He's like talking to them. You can hear mumbled words. You hear unstable, cyanide, and you see the doctors just nodding, and then they come in, and you see one lady walks in. She's got kind of rectangle glasses and kind of long brown hair, and she walks in. And she just says, "Hello, honey. I heard you took a cyanide pill."
I just squint at her real suspicious.
Do you want to talk about that, honey? And she just comes and sits on the side of the bed.
You're awfully stupid for a doctor.
Honey, if you took a cyanide pill, you'd be dead as a dormouse right now, but you're still alive, which means one of two things. Either one, you are immune to cyanide pills, which would make you a superhuman, or number two, that wasn't a cyanide pill, and it was like a Mento or something.
Did you ever hear of Superman?
I love Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm immune! Tries to run out the door.
Okay. Make me another move check. Agnes is cool. Agnes is the video. What do you have there? A knife! No!
I got a 6 motherfucker.
Yeah, they try to. She goes, oh, there she goes. There she goes. Someone grab her. And as you just scamper out the door, the guard just like swings his hands to try to grab you, but you just duck under his legs, push past, and just book it down the hall,
Kill you.
swinging
She
your
runs
arms.
down the hall.
And you just start banging down the stairs, and you reach the bottom floor where you can see a couple guards like miling about. And as you reach the bottom, one of the guys that from earlier was like, "Yeah, this kid's crazy." As you just blow past
They're
window,
trying to hurt me.
as you just reach the door and bam it open. And here's what happens: you guys are outside. When you guys are like planning, like, okay, we could probably save her this way. When suddenly the door, bam, slams open, and you just see a rabid-looking Agnes, foam at the mouth, just comes running out,
I'm in danger.
swinging her
I'm in
arms.
danger. Get away from me.
You see all the people around are just like looking like, what the frick is going on? You see the robot just gonna look down between its legs. The Agnes who's just run out and just looking
You're
around.
inferior. She runs.
Whoop, 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 whoop. And you just see guards. They're just like swarm out of this building, and you see the doctor lady go, "Somebody grab her! Somebody grab her!" As Agnes is just racing, just running around, as all these people start to
Nowhere.
swarm in.
She's just running anywhere.
She is
that's
escaping.
not
These people
here.
are swarming behind her. What do you do? She's getting chased. What do you guys do? You guys can see all of this happening.
Well, I guess that
Can we
works
see what's
too.
chasing her?
Whoop, 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 whoop. You see guards, robots, scientists, doctors. Everyone is just chasing after Agnes. Just this little
They want to
scam,
study this anomaly.
just serpentining, sprinting as fast as she can, 3 feet tall, down the street.
Is she where is she going?
I'll
She's
find out
going
your
back toward the
secret.
front of the. Well, Agnes, which direction did you take off running?
Away.
Okay.
I think
away.
she's
So
gonna try and go deeper.
Okay.
you want to go deeper.
Yeah, she wants to go deeper
Okay.
to the facility.
Okay, so she runs back past you guys by the way that you guys just came from. So she takes off down the street following where Wade.
God damn it, Agnes! I'm just gonna
Hey, guys,
take
what's
off
up?
after. I'm just gonna take
You,
off
you,
after.
you don't see them yet. They're in an alleyway hiding. You're
Oh,
on the
shit.
main
Okay,
street.
good.
Just
I'm gonna also follow after
if you want to do
Agnes.
anything different, just let me know. But right now you're running down the main street, just swinging your arms wildly, as these people are just
They're
chasing
trying to
behind you.
touch me. They
What do you-
can't
what do you guys
handle all
do?
this, Agnes.
What do you guys do?
Chase
I'm
after her.
following. Yeah. Me too.
Join the crew in chasing her.
Sweet. So you guys run after Agnes. Agnes, you are booking as fast as you can go. You just run straight. You can see there are 3 options in front of you. You can see a left to an alleyway. In front of you, a massive concrete tunnel that leads into darkness. And to your right, another big open road, but you don't see as many people here.
Dark tunnel sounds promising.
Where do you go?
Dark tunnel sounds promising.
You run straight to the dark tunnel. These people keep swarming. You guys poke out the alleyway. You just
I
see
like
Agnes
cover your
just
secrets.
booking it as fast as she can toward this.
I know what you
the
do.
tunnel you guys just came from. And you just hear the mob coming from down the street. What do you guys do?
Follow after her. Don't lose sight.
Yeah, I try to follow, gain a little bit, and then just keep following.
Okay, you guys just take off behind following Agnes as you see this massive swarm. Are you guys trying to hide from the swarm? Are you guys going to go and try to get in front of the swarm, behind the swarm, or try to stay with the swarm?
I'm gonna try and
Blend
get
in the
front.
swarm.
Become the swarm. Get in front of them. At least try to.
Okay, I'll tell you this. If you guys try to get in front of the swarm, they will probably see you. If you stay behind, they probably won't see you. But if
Yeah.
you go in front, you might be able to catch up to Agnes. If you stay behind, it may be harder to catch up to Agnes. If you try to
Go on
blend
in
with the
front.
crowd, you will be with the crowd, but they may see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up to Agnes.
Okay. Is that a consensus? Do you guys run after Agnes? Wade?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You guys sprint out of the alleyways. You see Agnes just blaring down this tunnel. You guys run after him. And Agnes, you're running along when suddenly you hear 2 sets of footsteps appear on either side of you, one on your left, one on your right, and you turn around and you see Wade open his arms. You see Hilde just running along, swinging her
Oh,
arms.
hi guys.
Agnes!
As you guys are running down the tunnel.
Are you all right? Are they hurt? Are you hurt? Did they touch you?
Fine.
Somebody
She's
get
got
that
Agnes, also
kid!
found a
foam
green
pouring down her
television.
face.
Somebody
It
grab
still
that
tastes
kid!
like crap.
What is that? What is that on your mouth?
Alka-Seltzer. If you want a quick feral job.
I would very much not like to be feral. I'm certainly not that.
I bit 2 people.
You did what?
I swallowed 2 people's blood.
As you guys take off down this tunnel, we see you 3 just running full out sprint down this tunnel as we just see a mob of about 40 people just trailing behind you. We see doctors, we see scientists, we see hazmat suit guys, we see dock workers, the hangar workers, we see just general workers. They're all just chasing after you. As we just hear, somebody grab that kid. Oh, grab those other kids. What are all these kids doing here? And you just hear them running. When the massive robot is just walking behind them as you guys race down this tunnel.